This segment is brought to you by the Belize Sugar Industries Limited, ASR, and the Procer Fertilizer and Agrotech Company Limited. Figures for week 5 of the 2013-2014 sugarcane crop season show that for the 5th week of crop, the factory milled 57,260 tons of cane. A total of 229,668 tons of cane have been milled so far. This is far more than last year, when the factory milled 172,762 tons of cane during the same time frame. Taking a look at sugar production, 6,051 tons of the sweetener was produced for week 5. An overall of 22,379 tons of the product has been produced so far. This is also more than last year, when 16,161 tons was produced. This week, the factory worked at a grinding rate of 352 tons cane per hour. Overall, for the 5 weeks of crop, the grinding rate stands at 337 tons cane per hour. Last crop, it was at 309 tons cane per hour. The report on cane quality also continues to be the bearer of good news, as figures show that for week 5, juice purity first expressed stood at 87.20%, 86.32% during the 5 weeks of crop, and 83.74% last year. This week, it took 9.46 tons of cane to produce 1 ton of sugar. During the 5 weeks of crop, it has taken 10.26 tons of cane to produce 1 ton of sugar, while last year's TCTS stood at 10.96. As for the sugar extracted from the cane, 95.37% was recorded this week, 95.24% during the 5 weeks of crop, and 93.92% last year during the same period. This week, factory time efficiency stood at 97.91%, 93.92% for this crop, and 92.80% last crop. The targeted milling figure for week 5 was exceeded by 10,000 tons cane, and improved juice purity and sugar extraction has resulted in an improvement in the TCTS ratio. This segment was brought to you by the Belize Sugar Industries Limited, ASR, and Procer Fertilizer and Agrotech Company Limited.